Gemini, welcome to your last 3 months forecast of the year. I'll be pulling out one cards that represents each month and then oracle cards for each month as well. Right after that, I'll be getting down into the monthly details, okay? Ooh. Travel. Be careful with your decisions in the month of November. It's not that it's gonna be bad, but I feel like you should proceed with caution. Read each fine prints carefully, okay? And if there's any dealings or anything that you have to get into, especially when it comes to money, make sure it's all in black and white. Don't believe in such verbal promises, because sometimes promises are made to be broken. Be open to success. Go within. See, you're a very intuitive person, and the moon has something to do with intuition. Six of action. Now let's get down first into the month of October, okay? This month of October, this is a month of changes for you. Change of relationship, plans, journey, path, career, your plans for the future in general aspect, and an increase in your higher spiritual belief, faith, and health as well, or belief. I also feel like this month you will be more awakened and you will be more in tune with your intuition, and you will be listening more to whatever, whatever your inner self is telling you, rather than what other people are trying to influence you. But be very careful with fire signs this month, as they are more likely to be the devil in disguise. If you will try to listen to their too good to be true advices, especially when it comes to investments, or like for example, they're just gonna push you like, oh, you're too tied up with your domestic life, have some fun, get a life. There's nothing wrong if you're gonna have some fun because you deserve it, blah 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 blah. This kind of people will most likely ruin your, not just your life, but your future as well. Your future happiness and your future stability. You have a mind of your own, and even if there are some people who will try to push you, seduce you, and tempt you, to taste the forbidden fruit, still at the end of the day, it is your sole decision. Okay, so be very careful. In the month of November, there are a lot of things that you need to proceed with caution. Business, career, moving, especially buying new house or cars as well. Anything that is more of a major purchase, be very careful with this. If you're going through some legal battles or trying to get some child support, don't listen and don't believe any verbal agreement with somebody, okay? Because most likely that they are just going to try to string you along. First month, 2 months, 3 months, they will try to comply, and then right after that, they're going to be gone, okay? So I feel like at this point, you need to be a little bit more in tune with your own intuition and whatever that your gut instinct is telling you. Okay? But that doesn't mean that you have to filter or stop yourself from growing, expanding, and exploring. Because this is also a very good month of potential for you. It's just that proceed with caution with the people who's going to be coming around your way. Now, in the month of December, wow! This is a month of taking a journey, traveling somewhere across, or taking a, let's say, holiday break with your loved one. But either way, this is a very good month for you to reminisce and to renew your bonding with your special loved ones, or with your special someone right now, or even with your own family. Okay, this is going to be a very joyful and blissful holiday occasion for you, and month as well. Now, when it comes to your oracle cards, the message for each month: October, be open to success. Look at all the wonderful things you can do when you listen to your divine guidance. You've balanced so many different priorities and have come out as a winner. There will be a lot of recognition and praise headed your way, but don't be shy. Allow others to shower you with gratitude you deserve. Now, in the month of November, go within. You are a very intuitive person, and there are many wonderful things that lie waiting inside you. Take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. There's no need to take action right now. Be patient with yourself. The month of December, Six of Action, what a wonderful experience for you. Your project is a total success, bringing awards, promotions, or other recognition for your efforts. Well done. If someone who can help you offers assistance, know that this person is heaven sent and say yes. So, there will be brand new projects, plus the ideas that you've been brewing for months now. In the month of December, it will come as a big success. Now, let's take a look at the details of each month for you. Let's set this aside for a little while. Okay. Okay, let's shuffle again. The cards are still sticking through. All right. Well, wow. Looks like somebody's gonna be acting real brave to fight what they feel like is right. You know, for Gemini, is actually caught in between, or seeing two people both at the same time, or having an affair, or part of an affair. There is one relationship that will be ending, okay? And this will be marked as a brand new beginning. When one door closes, another one opens. But just make sure that you will heal first. You know, the thing about you, Gemini, this month is that those people that you treat as friends, or that you feel like they are your friends, actually turns out to be they're not. And they are the ones who will be disappointing you, giving you a lot of hard times, will only be using you, and won't leave you until you're already dried up. And you already know this yourself. Now, I'll be pulling out some more clarification cards if I have to. Now, the thing here is, you love to be, well, You always wanted to be the center of the attention, and you always wanted to appear so cool and smart and everything. You are smart, you're very clever, but it's so hard for you to find real friends. Not to mention with your huge Great Wall of China trust issues. Okay? So, I feel like this is also the reason that you do trust the wrong people and you distrust the right people. Okay? It's like sometimes you can't really put your finger on to somebody, like something is wrong with them, while the other seems too perfect and too good to be true, too polished. The other one is like, you know. So, you need to hone your sense of judgment. Okay? Now, at this point, this month, be very careful with those people who will pose as your friend, will act as a friend, and will offer you friendship. Okay? Be very careful with what they're going to be offering, because that is something that you don't really need in your life. Okay? There is an idea that you've been brewing, that you really want. Okay? You really want to... It's like that you really want to, like, what do you call this? That you really want to express, tell everyone. Because you're so excited that, yes, it's going to work out. Yes, it's very visible and it's a matter of future. But might as well just keep it to yourself. Because sooner or later, the idea that you've been brewing inside of you, that you really want everyone to know how brilliant it is, someone will be copying it and you will have a breakage of friendship with that person. So be very careful. At this point, during this month, there are a lot of people who will be surrounding you, which are definitely, let's say, 70% you have to be more cautious. Not really fake. I can't say that they are really fake, but they are somebody that you have to, you know, like, use your intuition more. If they can be trusted, if you can rely on them, or if you should just move away from them. Because this idea that you've been thinking, it's going to take you into great heights of glory, fame, and popularity, and, you know, in the future. But be very careful that somebody will be stealing your ideas. Okay? Now, you will suddenly know that there is somebody around you whom you've been trusting and confiding for, let's say, quite some time already, for about a few months or a few years. Turns out that this person is two-faced, and turns out that this person is not really that somebody that you think they are. They are water sign, and they're acting more like a fire sign. Okay? So even if their sun is water sign, they always appear and act like a fire sign. So be very, very, very careful about this. Now, when it comes to your career and into your love life, first off, to your love life, Geminis who's actually seeing two people both at the same time, one relationship will finally be over soon. It's time for you to close down the door and choose the right path, otherwise life will be choosing the default decision for you. Because the other person, you know that this is not really good for you, but you're still keeping them just because that you want to have a reserve, or you just want to have a spare tire. That's really wrong. While the other, you know that that person is the only one that you want, but you're so afraid to trust. You're so afraid to gamble or to bet on that relationship. You're so afraid to give that relationship a chance that it could work out. Give it a chance that you're just gonna give your all, instead of like going back and forth, back and forth. Okay? Now, with the other person, well, of course, because you've been seeing two people both at the same time, the other person that you really want to be with will be moving away from you, and this is the one that you will be fighting for. Okay? This is the one that you'll be keeping, and this is the one that you would most likely be spending the rest of your life with. But there will be a bit of a chasing that's going to happen this month until first half of next month. Okay? You're going to persevere, you're going to have it, and you're going to win it through. In fact, that you will also try to plan something special, but it's not really gonna push through because there will be a lot of delays and there will be a lot of things that will be blocking your way. But you will be creative enough to find a way on how to enjoy yourselves even without traveling that much or spending that much. And it is worth the wait. It's worth a try, and it's worth and it's worth swallowing your pride or your ego. Okay? Now, when it comes to your career as well and your finances, be very careful in investing into any real estate property or buying any apartment. If you want to move into a new apartment, it's okay. But investing or buying a new real estate property is something that you need to think long and hard about, and you need to delay for a little while. This is not yet the right time for this. December, if you can wait. When it comes to your sex life, there will be a lot of wooings, there will be a lot of courtships, challenges and excitement and adventure will be restored between you and this person that you really want to be with. Plus, with those Geminis who's already coupled, if you've been having a lot of hard times, hardships, and it's like you're already on the verge of giving up on your foundation and in your relationship, this month there will be a very huge sign, okay, that it's still workable, it's still repairable, and you can still save your relationship no matter what. Okay, so there will be a lot of challenges and courtships and wooings and a lot of things that could happen, and that's gonna happen. You just need to be extra patient, and you just need to be extra vigilant and understanding and more tolerant. Okay, there are times that your partner will try to test you and they're gonna throw tantrums, but just try to just bite your tongue and smile. Okay, your sex life will also be growing even more active because you will be discovering new things about each other, and this is what's gonna ignite the passion that was once, you know, it was once burning alive, but it faded away because the two of you are too ambitious and you've been too preoccupied by your work. But then, right now, this month, this is the right month for you to reignite that lost passion again. Okay? As for your health, it's not that you're going to be oversexed, but I feel like your genitals will have some problems, allergies, pain, swelling, bumps, and I feel like more likely lumps. Okay, the one that actually moves and it goes away. You just need to go and visit your doctor, OB-GYN for women, and you just need to be a little bit more hygienic because I feel like the friction, you will get a little bit allergic. I'm also getting that some people will be, will get allergic to a certain type of chemical or thing that you've been applying or before you have sex, and this is what's going to irritate your skin. Okay, aside from that, I feel like you're thinking of going to the Caribbean or anything that's near the sea, Caribbean or Dominican or something like that. But this is not really the right time for you to go that far. A quick out-of-town getaway will be more acceptable and feasible, but out of the country, I also feel like you'll be enjoying your time and you'll be enjoying your leisure time with fishes and with the one that you love, because you will be rediscovering each other's new sides, new characters, weaknesses, and flaws as well. I feel like this is a great time for you to bond, and you'll be setting aside the diet this month. Okay, you'll be setting aside your, not for the craving, but it's like you've been too conscious of your physical body for the past few months, and it's like you always go to the gym. Okay, but then this month you will just set it aside and you just want to gorge and you want to enjoy the food and enjoy eating. I don't feel like you're gonna be gaining so much weight, but it seems like you're already tired of being perfect or trying to be perfect. Okay, aside from that, take a lot of well, get some fish diet as well. Be careful with some thorns in your feet that might get into in between your feet or inside your nail or inside your nails. Feet fracture, injury, wounds, and infection. Be very, very careful about this, or be careful in tripping into a rusted nail. Okay, this is what I'm actually seeing for some of the Geminis, especially for younger male. Now let's take a look at your oracle cards for this month. What are the messages of the angels for you, plus your romance angels? Calling in your soulmate. You deserve love, getting to know each other. Well, single Geminis, I feel like it's time for you to decide. And if you haven't been dating or seeing anyone for a long period of time, I don't feel like you're gonna be meeting anybody special this month. But the month of November, this is where you'll be meeting somebody from another place, another city, or another country, and you will be in a long distance relationship for 3 to 6 months, and you are the one who's gonna be like moving to the person's place. Okay? Within the next 7 to 18 months. Lady Portia. I'll be using the Keepers of the Light oracle cards. Alright. Let go. Nutrition School. Now, single Geminis, as I've said, that it's like some of you who hasn't been seeing anybody for quite some time, you've been dying to be with somebody who's really the right one for you, and you've been like asking the universe, praying for the right one to rain on you. But this month is only a preparation for you, okay? For couples, I feel like the one that you're already with, despite of the testing times, trying times, difficult times, obstacles that you've already been through together, you're already with the right one. So stop looking for anybody or stop looking for someone outside of your relationship. Okay? You know that you deserve love, but the love that you deserve is self-love. Okay? If you're not gonna love yourself, then nobody else will. Getting to know each other. As I've said before, some Geminis will be moving in together, but right before that happens, make sure that, well, actually before you get to know somebody, you will only get to know their real colors, not unless you're already, living in one roof. But while you're apart, of course, there are a lot of things that they're still going to be hiding. Their bad habits, or whenever their feet smells. Of course, you're not going to know about that. But when you're already together, that is where everything's going to be transparent. So be very careful about that. Get to know each other first. Now, as for your oracle cards, Lady Portia, the Divine Order, do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Hilarion, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. You know, the things that you've already gone through in the past and by yourself, you have to take note of the lessons that you have learned from those occurrences. Otherwise, if you cannot really pick any lesson, then that is gonna keep on returning and rolling over and over again until that you'll be opening up your eyes that the universe is trying to tell you or teach you something. Now, when it comes to your career, if you're also thinking what is your life purpose, where should you go, or what is the best job for you, you need to let go of your reservations, anxiety, and your expectations, higher expectations, okay? One is that you're good in cooking, you love good food, and I feel like you can, well, you have to learn how to, well, you need to go back to the, no, you need to attend to a culinary school or cooking school. Because I feel like you can have a very, you can create your own good recipes for some healthy tips and for those people who's been suffering for, you know, for some sort of illnesses. And I feel like you can do research and you can advise them what is the best organic way on how to deal with it. Okay, you're good in dieting, you're very health conscious because you've been going to the gym, eating a lot of healthy food for the past few months. But then of course this is the month that you have to let go of your reservations and inhibitions, so you will be gorging into, you know, a lot of carbohydrates and heavy food eating. Plus, I also feel like you can have a career in teaching or being an instructor or re-entering school again. And this is for the month of October. Now let's take a look for the month of November for you. Mm-mm-mm. Hmm. Again. Well, looks like that bad influence friend is moving away from you. Opportunity knocks on your door, along with a bag of abundance. You'll be working so hard this month of November. The thing here is some Geminis would somehow feel lonesome, sad, down, but still, they're gonna have a lot of money. Looks like you're going to business travel this month on the second week. Drama, vanity, power. Okay, I'll be discussing this later on. Well, this month, as I've said, that you need to be a little bit more careful, especially with the friends that will be surrounding you in the month of October. So, the good news here is, looks like you've taken my advice, because this person that will be posing as your friend, your ally, or your, uh, friend till the end, is gonna be moving away because they can't really get what they want from you. And even though it's something that you'll feel somehow brokenhearted, sad, you know, and lonely about, you're gonna get, you're gonna, what do you call this? You'll get on with it. You'll get used to it, and you'll move on. So don't really worry about it. In fact, that in the at the end of this month of November, third week, starting third week, you will somehow feel more happier because you'll be able to breathe, have a freedom of your own, that nobody is actually trying to dictate you what to do, trying to tell you that this is the right thing to do, this is, how it should go, and blah 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 blah. You can now be who you really are, and you're more free, okay? That you can practice somehow your freedom of thinking and choice and decisions. So you don't really need those people, or you don't really need that person who's acting like your real friend, okay? Or your associate or ally. And at the end of this month of November, money is coming to you. So good for you, especially if you're in the field of sales, or you are waiting for a contract or negotiations to be finalized. This is a great month for you, the end of November. Now, when it comes to your love life, you will somehow learn your lessons, and you know that there are a lot of things that you have to change to yourself, especially with the way you treat others, or the way you actually deal with some relationship problems and communication issues. Okay? Third week, you'll be a little bit arrogant, and your ego will be bruised or will be wounded by what your partner is going to tell you, but you will somehow realize that, they're right. So you just need to accept it. And you will also be planning, well, in the month of October, you will try to go out of the country or go on a quick getaway, but it's not really going to be possible in the month of October. So you will be doing it in the month of November, and this second week or third week, this is where you will be going away with your loved one, and things will suddenly change for the better. Good for you. Oh, and you will also be discussing a small venture, business startup, or like a small project that the two of you will work on together, and you'll be combining your skills, your talents, and your influences and your experiences in your own chosen fields. So this is good because you don't really want to stay employed, or you don't really want to stay on this track for a long period of time, and you're kind of looking for the day that you will be retiring. Okay? When it comes to your sex life, drama, jealousy, vanity, authority, uh, domination, and looks like your sex life will be even more hotter this month. You will find it to yourselves that you kind of miss touching each other, doing it together, and it's like you're gonna do it for the first time. Good for you, because this is really the month where you will be renewing, rebonding, and reigniting your passion for each other. In the month of October, you will be reigniting it, but in the month of November, it will be more hot and fiery. Now, for those singles, there is somebody from the past, which is an earth sign or an air sign, that will be coming around your way, and you will have a lot of sexcapades with this person, but it will only last for the first week of December, so be very careful not to fall in love, or not to give your heart too much, or to keep your hopes up. Okay? Be very careful, For those air signs, or for those Geminis who is trying or waiting for somebody who is a water sign, I feel like whether you're with each other or not, okay, especially if you're waiting for this person to propose to you, wait until February. And this person is when they're gonna know that, it's really time. Or if you're actually waiting for them to commit, this is not really the right month, even until the month of December. If you're thinking or expecting, at least for a Thanksgiving gift or holiday gift or birthday gift or whatever it is, okay, this is not the right month. Wait until the first quarter of next year. As for your health, muscle pains, joints, fever, flu, be very careful in swimming too much or soaking up in the water too much. You will also be getting an allergy, and you will have flu and cough, well, more likely virus for the first 2 weeks of this month, so be very careful. You will be going organic, and you will be using natural medicines to cure yourself and to cure your body, because you will be, let's say, you just want to use something natural instead of relying on the traditional medicine. I also feel like if there is some self-medication or some self-invented method of medicine that you're trying to test yourself, expect that somebody will not really understand whatever it is that you're doing to yourself, because they feel like you're wasting your body and your health, and you are going nuts by experimenting it in your health. So be very careful about this. Aside from that, you will also be getting more support, and you will be learning more from the people who is, let's say, in the same boat as you. Okay? Let's take a look at your oracle cards for this month of November. Wow. Well, this is for single Geminis. And for those who's actually, I'm sure, Gemini, you're actually stronger than you think. You're very emotional, even though you are an air sign, and despite of your thick wall of trust issues, you're very emotional and you're very vulnerable. Careful, careful. Lord Shiva, Transcendence, Radha, Soul Flame, Odin, Psychic Insight. Ooh, nutrition again. Heart's desires. Looks like you're really into food this month. Or for the next 3 months. Okay, single Geminis. It's time for you to make a move. It's time for you to make a decision. It's time for you to take the right path. Okay? If there is somebody that you don't really want to let go, and you're so afraid to lose, it's much better for you to cut loose the other that's just entertaining you, you know? You don't really need extra. You can't have the best of both worlds. Now, for Geminis who's already coupled or already in a relationship, you don't need a temptation. If there is something that's going on in your relationship and you want to repair it, having a third wheel is not an option. It will never be an option. If you feel like you just want to get back your ego, think of the long-term consequences of the cheating that you're going to be doing soon. Okay? Be careful about this. Attraction. You're a very attractive person, and you're actually attracting the wrong kind of negative people. Okay? Express yourself. Don't try to bottle it up, and don't try to analyze people too much. Especially don't over criticize your partner, because sometimes I know that you mean well, but they're not really taking your criticisms too well. Sometimes they're taking it too personally. So be very careful, okay? Now, Lord Shiva, Transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Radha, Soul Flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. See, I told you. Experience harmony and healing. Odin, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See the truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. And even the card for this month is actually the moon. So it has something to do, even with the oracle cards, you know, the angel cards. It actually resonates um, with the card of the month, okay? Which is the moon. So use your intuition. And again, I feel like some Geminis, you will benefit from having a restaurant or food blog or sharing your health tips because you're very health conscious. Okay, I feel like you're gonna be doing so good about this. And if you feel like, you know, if you can have a career in the field of culinary or chef, then yes, it's a big yes. Follow your heart's desires. You're a very strong person, and you are definitely going up, and you're deemed to be a leader. Okay, let's take a look at your December. Travel. Oh, this one again. Looks like this Queen of Cups, she's been consistently there for the past, well, couple of months, October, November, and until now, December. So far, so good. Looks like this is a month of balancing choices, making choices, traveling. Well, making a choice between your personal life and your work that is continuously blooming and blossoming and, going straight up ahead to abundance. But especially if you're with a water sign during this month, I feel like you need to be a little bit careful about, what you're going to do with your holiday times or what you're going to be deciding during the holidays. Because if you are trying to repair your relationship and you'll be choosing to spend it with your business trip without your loved one, then that will be another problem. But if you can take your loved one with you, at least spend time with them during the holidays, spare the business trip, because you can continue that within January 2018 and February. Please do so. Because I feel like there will be some changes that you will have to go through, but then there will be there will be some sacrifices that you have to require, that will be required, or that you will have to choose. And I feel like your boss will be very, very pushy during this month, and you don't even know which way to go. What should you choose, or should you not? And it's like you're caught up in a limbo. Okay? You don't even know what to decide. You do want this business trip because this is another, another breakthrough, another break, or another step for you to reach up to the higher role, to the higher opportunity. But I feel like during this month you'll be choosing more to save up your relationship rather than reaching up for a higher cause. Because don't be afraid to lose that opportunity of being promoted or moving up to the next level, because you still have a chance until the month of March. Okay? Now, well, when it comes to this is more likely some family connections, some relationship dramas as well, and somebody from, not really from a distant past, but somebody from a very recent past who will be making you feel guilty, and he will also be so bitter and will try to get back at you, so be very careful. Somebody will be playing blackmail with your emotional blackmail, so don't get victimized. Stand for what you feel like is right and stand for what you believe. Don't let this person drag you into their own pool of dark drama. Okay? Don't be such a fool. Listen to your instinct, and you just need to rest and recuperate, that even though there will be some unexpected happenings and upheavals, you will come successful and you will manage to walk away from that unhealthy situation. And at the end of this month, you will somehow feel like you made the right decision by leaving this person behind. Okay? And you will be repairing your relationship with the right one that is, rightfully meant for you. You will also be meeting your soulmate for those singles, and you will be settling with the one that you're going to be with for a long period of time. You will be walking away from the wrong person, actually, and you'll be reunited with the right person. As for your sex life, obsession. Oh, and another temptation. What is it with you and the temptation, Gemini? Now, obsession, jealousy, too much focusing and codependency. Just make sure that you will be focused on saving your relationship and not in saving up your ego. Okay? I feel like you're gonna have that one last sex with that person from the past, and then that's it. You're gonna be closing the door. So it's like a farewell fuck. Okay? Now, right after that, you'll be serenading and you'll be so romantic and too generous with your real loved one. Oh boy. And be careful in getting too dreamy or thinking about somebody while you're making love with the person that you really want to be with, okay? There will also be some period of domination, and you need to balance. Because I feel like you do enjoy the sex with the other person rather than with the person that you're with. Now, for those who's already coupled, if you've made a mistake by having an affair for the past few months, you will be repairing your relationship, but you will still have a one last session, okay, with that person from the recent past. And right after that, you'll be closing the doors. But if I were you, don't really need to have the farewell fuck, okay? The closure, time will heal itself and time will give it to you someday. You don't really have to succumb to their demands or to their emotional blackmailing. Because this is going to be just another karma and baggage for you. Now, when it comes to your health, as I've said, the self-medication, self-experimentation, somebody will not be approving and somebody will be going against you and somebody will not be supporting you, but still you're going to go into whatever you believe, okay? Some Geminis will also find out that their partner or them itself is actually having a baby or on its way. You're going to have a lot of, let's say, like you'll be making it through, or your health will be improving during this month, and you will also be discovering that you are more inclined to heal faster with some of the methods that you're trying to research or use, okay? But it's much better and it's much advisable for you to go and visit your doctor, okay? Well, I feel like for you to release down your stress, your toxins, and your depression, you need to go out of, well, not really out of the country, but you need to go out of town. You'll be traveling though. I feel like you'll be spending your holidays in a, well, you've been planning for the Caribbean. I've been picking up Caribbean for a while now. So I feel like this is really good for you, and this is a very good break for you to distract yourself, okay, from the depressive and manipulative work environment plus the temptation that used to surround you. It's time for you to let that person go. It's not healthy. Now let's take a look at your oracle cards. Plus a sneak peek of your 2018. Oh, single Geminis, you're still calling out for the right one for you, but the right one is already there right in front of you. You already have that strong chemistry, but it seems like because of your trust issues, you're too blinded to see the truth and to see the obvious. You still have to validate your decision and your feelings among with your friends. For couples, it seems like you're still caught up in some indecisions, but I'm telling you, you already made the right decision. You just need to renew your chemistry and your connection and your bonding, and you may also go for some counseling if you have to. Now, as for Oracle cards, Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You're safe, angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Hilarion, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Green Tarot, supreme protection. You're protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. See, I told you. The person that you will be cutting that you'll be cutting the cords to, you've made the right decision. And the one that you'll be choosing to be with, that is the right one for you. Yet you're still being too indecisive and you're still being unsure about your decision. You've already made the right decision. This is for the month of December. Now, if you're thinking of changing your career, you may also have, well, thriving career in the field of communications, oration, influencing, or counseling. Aside from that, military, banking, finance, legal, paralegal, and, well, more likely stock market. You're good in calculations anyway, and you're too analytical. Plus, your creativity, I feel like this is more likely just a spiritual getaway from you. Sorry, getaway for you, because sometimes you just need to distrust yourself and you don't know how to express yourself, okay? You're very creative inside and out. You just need to unleash that hidden talent of yours. Let's take a look at the sneak peek of year 2018. January, Feb, March, April, May, June, August, September, October, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Wow. I don't see anything bad. First off, January is the month of money and wishes for you. Wishes granted, new contracts, new business, new office, new environment, new clothes, new car, and I feel like this is where you will be getting an increment or bonus. February will be full of workloads for you. You will be leading your group and your environment. You will also be influencing some newbies. You will also be invited to become a speaker of like a training or seminar or symposium, and you will be representing your company in different cities. You will be traveling this month of February for 6 times. But if you can tag along your loved one, it's much better for you to move away from temptation. The month of March, you will be starting a new project that, even though it's very green, you believe that it will grow and it will bloom someday, and it's like you're gonna be betting, okay, on the growth of this. And I feel like you'll be partnering with somebody who's a younger earth sign. But make sure that you will be, writing everything in black and white. The month of April for you will be all about friendships, celebrations. Somebody will also be giving birth or delivering. And I also feel like there will be a blessing of something like a house or an office. And this is a time of toasting, partying, events, and recognition, plus raising your popularity. The month of May, be careful with somebody who will be influencing you. Don't be too, don't listen too much into gossips. Don't be a rumor monger. And be very careful with whatever this fire sign person is going to be passing on to you as an information, because it's not really reliable. Most of it are fabricated or exaggerated. In the month of June, you need to be a little bit more stronger. Your health will also be very much affected, because for the past, for the past 5 months, you will be all about work and achieving, not to mention that you'll be opening up a new business, so you will be too exhausted, Okay, in the month of July, again, recognition, gaining, fame, accomplishment, and I feel like you will be promoted into a higher role. The month of August for you, there will be a lot of communications, new ideas. I also feel like you will be relocating in a colder place or in a higher place, like mountainous. And you will also be filing for a vacation leave during this month because you will be so exhausted and you will be so drained, and well, you need to detoxify as well. Be careful with some health problems that's related to your intestines and kidney. Now, the month of September. Singles, this is the time where you will be proposing or getting married. Couples, I feel like this is the time where you will be asking for your partner to get married or to remarry or to renew your vows. Okay? The month of October, it's all about family, family new beginnings, forgiving, restoration of harmony and bliss, and forgiving. Plus, there's a new member of the family that will be baptized soon. In the month of November, you will feel so stuck. You will somehow feel so stuck and you're unable to join other people from their holidays and from their, merriments because you just surrounded yourself with a lot of works and a lot of stress, and yep, you built your own fence and now you're stuck with it. It's because of you will be too workaholic during this month, but still, you'll be able to free yourself from it because you're the one who built your own walls. And in the month of December, you will be a little bit reserved, you'll be a little bit uptight. Communications will be blurred and absent for a little while. And I feel like you will also be growing more matured, more reserved. A person who's so full of wisdom and experience, but you don't really have to shut the world out just because that you feel like you knew more than them. Okay? So, I don't see anything bad that's going to be coming your way. It looks like 2018, okay? It's going to be good for most of the signs. But let's take a look for the rest of it, okay? I'll be doing Cancer next, okay? If you want to have your own last 3 months forecast, you just need to send me an email because it's not yet in my website. Or if you want to have your advanced yearly forecast, you may also send me an email. Or you can just simply browse through my tarot card reading services. It's already there, okay? Or if you want to talk to me live on the phone, just go and click at the button there, or at the link at the description box. It's sophiaangel.net, okay? So, have a great month of October and blessings to you.